Okay, so let's look at combat base of the Kimura trap. So nothing's changed from our position. A cross step, stuff the knee, back step into combat base. Again, Lewis knows I want to sit back into the saddle, so he's sitting up. So this time when he makes that frame with his left hand, instead of his right coming around my back, other hand, it's this one. Last time he reached over my back, but more than likely he's going to reach through in front because he's trying to free my grip from grabbing the secondary leg. Anytime that's the case, there's a space going to open up underneath Lewis's left lat here. So all I'm going to do is, from here, as he starts to peel my grip, I'm going to drape my left hand underneath his left armpit. And now from there I'm not going to worry too much about the legs. Okay. He's busy trying to hand fight this grip off. I'm just going to release my grip. I'm going to post my right hand on the mat, and all I'm going to do is fall over and fall behind Lewis, and I get into the T Kimura position. So again, if you think about a capital T, Lewis is the base, I'm the top, so I'm lying across perpendicular to him. So now the dilemma is, Lewis has three directions he can go. Well, he's two. If he lies where he is, all I'm going to do is stuff his wrist to the mat, come up to my knees, step over, getting his shoulder in line with his elbow. I have the Kimura. I'm not going to go into detail on that because there is a bit on it somewhere. If he tries to turn away from me, it's impossible because of the Kimura trap. The only thing he can do is turn into me. Now if he tries to turn into me from here with my elbow underneath his elbow, it's not going to happen. But if Lewis can get his elbow inside and now sit up and get to your knees, perfect. You can maybe unwind that, drop down again. So I can use this knowledge to take us back, or possibly the armbar from here. So I can slow that turn down and watch as Lewis comes up and sits up, space opens up at his back so I can get my left knee in. So option one is, I'm going to put my hook in, pass the cross grip to come around, and now from there I can roll from my left hip to my right hip. Take the back, from that position I can start to attack the rear naked. Let's do that again. Just turn this in. So he gets back on the mat. When he enter, cross step, back step, stuffing the knee. So I'm in the combat base, starting to attack the legs. I want to sit back into the saddle. Lewis is sitting up to address it. And this time he reaches through with his hand and starts making grips. I want to be aware that there's space opened up underneath his armpit. So possibly I'm going to switch from a lower body attack to an upper body attack on the Kimura trap. So I'm going to worry too much about this grip he has. My hand then comes over and he just drape it under his armpit. Now from there, even if he has that grip, I'm just going to bring my weight towards him, post my hand on the mat, and now I'm falling behind him and I'm making that Kimura trap. Okay, so if Lewis stays where he is, flat on his back, I'm coming up, and I have the Kimura. He can't turn away from me because of the Kimura trap. The only thing he can do is turn into me, and if I keep my elbow under his elbow, I can slow his turn down to allow me to get on his back. So as he turns into me, space opens up, I just slide my left shin through. Then I put my right hook in, and I pass the grip from my right hand to my left hand, and I come over the top and make that cross grip. And then I just roll from my left hip to my right hip. I can stuff the leg or arm, tie it up, and I have the rear naked. Just stay there again. Forward, just foot scoop away. Another thing I can do is the arm bars there as well, if I choose to go down that route. So Lewis tries to turn up into me. Space opens up, and I bring in my knee, okay, at that same side hip. Possibly if I feel my back aim isn't that good and I'm much better at arm bars, I can hit the skeep out, my leg comes over, and then I'll use that to take him over. I'll bring my secondary leg over to stop the hitchhiker escape, and then from there I have the arm bar. One more route you can go down is we can kind of put it into a drill so you can get muscle memory on this. So let's just say this, flat on this back. When I cross step, when I come into combat base, again I'm looking to sit back into the saddle. This sits up, his arm reaches through, starts making grips. All I'm interested in is the space that opens up under this armpit. And even if he's hanging on to that, I'm just falling over behind him and I get into the T Kimura position. Okay, so again, making sure that my elbow's under his elbow. So from there, all I'm going to do is come up. When I come up to my knees, I'm going to roll him onto this right side and put him in the dorsal position. Obviously, from there, I have the Kimura, but he'll get hand to hand. And rather than getting into the battle, trying to break this, we're going to switch from upper body attacks to lower body attacks. So the arm that's on the same side, or the leg that's on the same side as the arm I'm attacking, I'm going to move forward and underhook it. And now I make that wedge with my left knee, step over, and I'm back into combat base. I could sit back and hit the saddle again, but to keep the drill going, Lewis is going to sit up and try to defend. And when he reaches through from there, space opens up at that far lat. So my right hand comes over, and even if he's gripping this, doesn't really matter. I'm just posting, and as I come over, I'm falling behind him and putting on the T Kimura position again. So nothing's changed. When he tries to turn into me, I can take options to take the back or the arm bar, but to keep the drill going, I pin it to the mat, come to my knees, put him into the dorsal position, step over, start pinning that arm. Again, he'll probably get hand to hand, try and break that grip. So the leg is on the same side as the arm I'm attacking. I'm just going to underhook it, and then I slide from upper body attacks to lower body attacks. So I can post my hand, and make the wedge, step over, and back into the saddle. And again, obviously this wants to set up and we can keep this drill going, or I can sit back, feet together, and I have my lower body submissions. So that's combat base to the Kimura chop.